Evening, everybody, and welcome to a Hollie's Hot Takes. As you can see, Hollie is not with us. She has decided to live it large elsewhere. But, people, I have gone big in the transfer market, despite the fact that the transfer window has closed, and I've brought in two fantastic signings. The first one is my dad, believe it or not. So yeah, I'm very, very pleased to get my dad on because it's something that whenever I appear on a show, people ask me, get your dad on, get your dad on. I've got him on tonight, and I also have the wonderful, the amazing, the fantastic, the super Harry Scarf. Harry, how are you, my man?
Oh, very good, thank you. Love the introduction. That's amazing. Yeah, great to be here. Looking forward to it. Talking Tottenham, top of the league. What more could you ask for?
Absolutely, absolutely. And Dad, how are you?
I'm great. I'm great. You know, top of the league. I believe we're top of the league in the under 23s and 18s as well.
Believe so.
Life's great.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And boys and girls, make sure that you get your comments in the comment section. If you have any questions to ask us, please fire them away, and we will try our best to get them answered. So, Harry, I'm going to start with you.
Yeah.
Obviously, we are absolutely flying at the moment. Just give us your thoughts on the game on Friday. I know you've probably done this a million times on other shows because you are that good, you are that popular. But for those that perhaps didn't tune into those shows, firstly, what are you doing? But then, yeah, if you can, just give us a little lowdown, if you can, on the game on Friday.
Yeah, of course, no worries. Yeah, really happy, to get the result Friday, because I think it's a game that the previous Tottenham probably would have slipped up on, especially when we conceded that goal. It's not the ending we wanted, of course, but we got the 3 points, whereas last season, I think we would have drawn that game 2-2 or maybe even lost that game. So, that was great to see. In terms of performance, we're probably not where we want to be yet, in terms of we made it nervy towards the end, really tense, close first half, which I'll give credit to Palace for. I thought they got their tactics spot on. And like, for example, they marked the likes of Maddison out the game in the first half, and he had to come deep. And then the second half, he looked a lot better. So something was tweaked to half time. So overall, happy because he got the 3 points. It's not easy doing that at Sadler's Park. We have struggled to do that typically over the years. So yeah, really delighted with that. And top of the league as well. Onwards we move. Chelsea next. It doesn't get much bigger than that.
Absolutely. And Dad, I know we didn't watch the game, unfortunately for us. No, we were out celebrating a special person in our lives, a big milestone birthday. We did think that the game would be on, but unfortunately for us it wasn't. But I would like to have thought that you've seen the highlights since.
I have, yeah.
So give us your take on things from Friday night.
Yeah, I think Harry's right. That Palace got their tactics right. Second half, we seemed to come out, had a go. I thought the Sonny goal was out this world. I think it's just a real Spurs goal. From part of the last 5 years, 4 or 5 years. But the way we're playing, yeah, I thought it was really good. Good performance at Palace. They're no pushovers, as we know. They can put it about a bit if they want to. Like a lot of teams, I think they lack up front. But I mean, everyone wants a good centre forward, So yeah, I was pleased to get the 3 points, and on that day it got us 5 points clear. So happy day Saturday, wasn't it? And happy day Sunday.
Definitely was.
Yeah, brilliant.
It definitely was. And Harry, do you think potentially from that Palace perspective, them not having their two main creative outlets of Eze and Elise hampered them and really sort of helped us out as well?
Yeah, listen, I'd love to sit here and go that it made no impact at all. We would have won anyway, because you just don't know. And that really was a tense ending. So I keep asking myself, if Eze and Elise were there that last 5-10 minutes or whatever it was for Palace, would it have been a different outcome? I guess we never no, we can kind of guess on that one, but there's no escaping that they are Palace's two best players, their two main goal threats. But yeah, I think you're spot on in terms of everyone's looking for a striker. There's a shortage of them round. Chelsea need one, don't have one. Yeah. Palace have actually got two, in Edouard and Mateta, but neither of them are able to find the back of the net. So Palace definitely missed not only that creativity, that provider as well, and someone who has that all-round game. So we were lucky in that sense, but we still went there and won, which is hard to do with or without Eze and Elise.
Yeah, no, definitely. And Dad, are you sharing Harry's thoughts with that as well?
Yeah, big time, because I think those two players are sort of important to Palace. They pull the strings, very creative guys. I think they done us not a favour, because every team has injuries, but it was a good time to play and put it that way.
Yeah. No, I would definitely agree with that. I think if you're coming up against the Palace side without those two in it, you're certainly thinking that you stand more of a chance. I think in any game, and we know the quality that both Eze and Elise possess. Obviously, they're players that we were linked with once upon a time, and now you're sort of thinking in a Ange side, potentially what could they do? I think everybody's looking at that sort of prospect at the minute. I think just because of of the way that we're playing, and Harry, I just want to get your thoughts, because we've actually made a bit of a signing today, and it could be perceived as quite an important one to our backroom staff. And I know this is somebody that you have championed across the Twitter sphere today. So can you just potentially give us a little bit of background of who's coming into the club and the work that they have done?
Yeah, this person's obviously we had this guy. I can't remember names. That's my thing. I'm not good at names. We had this guy came to us, and then we've had him also follow, both from Aston Villa. This chief scout, worked at Tottenham previously, was behind Trippier, Alderweireld, and Son coming to Tottenham. I mean, three signings. Obviously Trippier didn't work out towards the end, but I think we can all agree those three players, during a large period, are really, really important for the club. He's behind loads of moves like Ollie Watkins, Riyad Mahrez to Leicester. We're talking some top signings here, so it looks positive. It looks good. So you can only hope, because Villa, like I said, the likes of Watkins and Martinez are a very important part of what they're doing under Emery, and I mean the players we've signed, the likes of Son, captain now, speaks for itself. So his reputation, you can't beat that. It's up there with the very, very best. Villa, one of the reasons they've done so well is their model, if you like, the way they've recruited, and that's behind getting Unai Emery and what they've given him in terms of the signings, the investment, the recruitment. So it's good to kind of to steal these people from Aston Villa to get these positive ideas to improve our recruitment, because I think the money's been there, but our recruitment has been questionable. But I think there's signs of improvement. And that hopefully we can see that in coming windows. I don't know if it'll be some signings from Villa or signings like that, but we have to see. But no, it looks really good. The reputation, with the signings, speaks for itself.
Yeah, no, and I think if we just potentially had the Brighton scouting team as well,
we'd be right, wouldn't we? We'd flying.
Something. That, are you now hoping for then that this new chief scout coming in can potentially pull some gems out? Harry's mentioned some really successful signings. Then I think Jamie Vardy as well to Leicester might also be one that.
Yeah, forgot that one. Yeah,
the particular scout's resume, if you like. So you're hoping that potentially we can find some more gems?
Yeah, that'd be great. I think modern day football, you have these teams behind the scenes, going out looking at players, because in my day it was the manager. The actual manager used to go out and look at these players. Now I believe that's impossible. He'd never get to the game on when we're kicking off. So I think it would be nice to pull out some gems, but it'd be nice to get the finished article in as well, just to complement what the young lads coming through. You always look up to someone, I believe, in football. I'm looking forward to it, and it seems like Spurs have pulled their finger out and getting this team behind Ange, and I hope they all work out, really.
Yeah, no, I just want to pick up on your point there that you mentioned about the finished article, because obviously we've had the last two managers, if you like, that have potentially gone for that finished article in terms of a player, and even when we were linked, you look at Conte, he brought in Perisic, really that finished article. You look at, we were linked with Bastoni, I know still a young player, but you would argue finished article even at the age of 23. And even, under Jose, we were linked heavily with Skriniar, again, that finished article type of player. So do you then, Dad, see a potential shift and change in recruitment policy from Spurs?
I think you can get your unpolished gems, and then you can get your gems as well, and they can work side by side. I mean, Sarr.
Yeah,
I think he's been so underrated this season. But everyone wanted to shift him out on loan, and there was rumours he was going out this time. You think, well, just give the boy a chance, and look at him. Look how he's prospered. So I just think that you can get your uncut diamonds, but I also believe you can have a diamond in there as well, and they can work. Get them in this system, they can work.
Perfect. And Harry, are you sharing that same sort of feeling, or are you potentially seeing a shift in the recruitment policy at Spurs?
No, I completely agree. I think the addition, I've got his name here now, Rob McKenzie, I think will bring a lot to Tottenham, along with, let's find the other guy's name, Joanne Lange, who also came originally. So looks like a pattern, one follows, the other comes. So I thought some of our recruitment was actually decent. It's fair to say under Paratici, obviously the likes of Basuma, and this season as well. You've got the likes of Vicario, Van der Ven, Maddison, really, really important in what we're doing right now under Postecoglou. What have we been missing the last few years? That creative player who can unlock a defence, Maddison. Yeah, the way we play with Postecoglou, so high, so aggressive, so forward thinking. We need that quick centre back. We've got that in Van der Ven. You can't get physically much quicker than him, and we've got a top goalkeeper, who saves. So saves that he's not expected to save. I don't want to discredit Lloris, because I think he had a fantastic career at Tottenham, was a great servant, loyal, etc. But you watch Vicario pull off some saves, or you watch him with his feet and you go, that's the difference. Lloris can't quite do that, and the confidence he has on the ball, is unbelievable to a new country for him, a new league and a new club. It's so good to see him settled. So yeah, recruitment's been really good this season. So this excites me in a way. It's also, you've had a couple with depart, which is disappointing, because I think it's our best window, in terms of signings made. So it's disappointing. However, these coming in have a great track record, so hopefully it can improve as well where we're coming from, because they've left Villa with immediate effect just to join Tottenham, which says how encouraged they are with the project. If Postecoglou, again, credit for that, how convincing he is. But yeah, completely agree. I don't think it's a change in the way we're doing recruitment. Maybe over time, but it's not. Now they're in, is very good. Going to be very different. I still think it'd be very similar in terms of getting the players that the manager wants. It sounds simple, but we've done that this summer. So I think it's exciting, and I think we have a lot to look forward to.
Yeah, definitely. I think the times are definitely changing. I am going to bring in somebody who always speaks with energy, enthusiasm, and I genuinely think this guy should be up for Prime Minister at some point. Let's get him on. Kyle, are you there?
I'm here, mate.
How you doing, my man?
I'm good, man.
Good. What did you make of the game on Friday, Big Dog?
Brilliant, man. Yeah, but the one thing I want to know, how was that not a handball from Ayew? Because I've seen it back, and they get the goal. Come on, man. That would have been another clean sheet for Venom, known as Vicario. How, man? They're lucky. I've seen it back, and they got lucky, man. Seriously. Anyway, who cares? We're still top, 5 points clear, and yeah, brilliant game on Monday last week against Fulham. In the space of a week, we play in the space of 5 days. I don't think that's ever happened, but we've played on Monday Night Football many times, and I think we played Fulham on Monday Night Football last season. We won away. That was when Kane equalled it and then broke against City. But now we played on Monday Night Football last week, and that was at home this time. So 2 seasons in a row we played Fulham on Monday Night Football and we've beaten them. and by no goals conceded against them. And then Palace away, like people saying that's a tough place to go, but people would have seen the stats. They've only beaten us twice at their ground, and that was when they had Pardew and Dex Guno and Patrick Vieira. So we've only lost twice. But Sonaldo, Son Perignon, Son Jimenez, whatever you want to call him, owns Crystal Palace. 8 goals in 7 appearances against them. So yeah, great to start the season. And if we win our next 2 games, then Big Ange is going to win the Manager of the Month for 3 in a row, because I don't think that's ever been done before. So yeah, but bring on Chelsea. They just got beaten by Brentford, who have won their 3 times at the bridge. So win there isn't tough. But Poch coming back to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and yeah, he won't be getting a clap from us because I was gonna go to the game, but tickets are sold out. So yeah, can't go, but I'll probably watch it anyway. But yeah, brilliant win on Friday. Now big game on Monday night, Chelsea at home. We won that a lot. We won at home against them last season. It was Hollie skip with a thunderbolt, and then Kane always scores against them. But yeah, I'm calling it now. Bentancur scoring a winner, people. I said it already to some of my mates, but Bentancur coming off the bench scored a winner, and the stadium will be rocking, and it's gonna happen. And people would, but we have more points than Arsenal's Invincibles have. They have 24 points. We have 26 after the first 10 games. So how good is that? That's that. And the double's still on, people. So keep the faith in the team and the boss. And yeah, we're still unbeaten. And yeah, you never know. We could do the impossible, which I just want to do because Big Ange has come in. And the job he's done so far has been absolutely incredible. So let's beat them lot on Monday again, and Chelsea, so they're getting slapped up. And this could be Poch's last game. So yeah, let's send them back to where they came from, because they're not London. London is white. They think they're bigger than us. Well, where were they in the table? I haven't seen them. All I know is they're probably crying their eyes out after losing to Brentford. Then they're going to cry even more when we beat them on Monday. So yeah, enjoy while they can, because they're getting slapped on Monday. And yeah, so I'm going for a 5-0 win.
Oh, wow.
Scenes.
I'll have some of that.
And they'll be rocking at that point.
Absolutely.
I love that.
You going to the game?
Yeah.
Me and my dad will also be in attendance. We will be in the south stand as well. Which would be nice.
Nice. And the goal scorers, I'm going to say this. So goal scorer, I'm going for Romero, Kulu, Van der Ven. So Romero, Kulu, Van der Ven, Madders, and Bentancur to get the winner. Come off the bench, because
Sounds good.
yeah, I don't want to start him because he came off the bench against Palace, which was brilliant, and the fans sung his name because he's important and the Premier League are just not ready for him. So he's probably going to start like when Sarr and Basuma go to African Cup of Nations. So, but yeah, we can do the impossible, and he's going to score many goals because he was probably the best midfielder before the World Cup last season. So he's going to score the winner on Monday, and long may it continue. Unbeaten one continues. Arsenal going to get slapped up by Newcastle Saturday. Will be the only team unbeaten, and so yeah, I'm off, people, because I'm just watching Arsenal losing 1-0 to West Ham at the moment. So
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Things are
yeah.
already.
Yeah, I'm just watching it, man, and they're losing. So there's 4 teams challenging for the league, but this will probably be the best prize race in years. But now, man, it'll probably be between Tottenham and City. But yeah, we're gonna win it, and I'll be at the front of that parade, and I'll be happy. But yeah, we've got other games coming up: Chelsea, Wolves, City, Villa. So long may it continue, and as always, come on, you Spurs. See you all soon.
See you soon.
See you soon.
Yeah. Top man, Carl. Top man. So,
Love that.
Harry, I'll ask you a question on Monday. How do you think Poch will be received?
Oof, good question.
By the home fans?
Yeah, no, I think it's a really good question because it's for me, what I'm seeing on Twitter is quite split. However, I think the majority going to the stadium will probably boo him. I don't think it'd be like hostile or anything, but I think there'd be more boos than the majority of people in the stadium I think will boo. I'd be very surprised to see any people who cheer because he's gone to a rival. Let's face it. I think some people may wish to remain neutral, but the way I look at it personally, we're facing one of our biggest rivals, a London rival in Chelsea. For me, it's just as bad as going to Arsenal, which he said that, he wouldn't do. So for me, I want to make it as hostile and as difficult as possible for any opposition, let alone a big game, and that includes their manager. So yeah, I'll be booing. So I think the majority of us will be booing, but obviously you've got some people who won't, and that's fine. That's their opinion. But for me, yeah, I'll be booing. But I don't think it'll be received very well by the home fans. So answering your question.
And you, Wes?
I am really, really torn on this one. I have to say, I am indeed, because I'm fully in agreement with you, Harry. Obviously, the fact that he's gone to that lot still hurts, and will hurt for a long time. Although he's doing a wonderful job over there, I have to say. But I think fans have really short memories, and for me, like, I can't forget what he gave me and my dad. Like, he gave me in my eyes the best night of my life, a Champions League final, and I will be forever grateful to him for that.
Isn't this like credit though to Postecoglou that we're having this discussion? Like, some people are not even like willing to give Poch that attention because Postecoglou's come in and completely distracted us all. Because, not being funny, you go back 2-3 months, we're really annoyed about this. It would have been really hurt, and we probably, it would have been a different atmosphere. So that's credit to Postecoglou, because not recently did I even think about Poch. It's great to see him not doing a great job, if you like, failing at the moment at Chelsea. The way Chelsea play, and they don't even have a striker. They play good football, they can't score. It's quite funny. But no, the credit to Ange, I think, that we're even having this discussion.
Yeah, no, definitely. But I think for me, I am split, because it is, why that lot? Like, go anywhere else in the world apart from Arsenal, Chelsea, but
like you say, Champions League. I mean, for me, that semi-final was for me the greatest. Obviously, lots of people will say, the final, because of the experience to reach the final. But in terms of the actual game and the memories on the night, for me, that semi-final was it's something that's always going to be with you. So in a way, I'm grateful to him, but he crossed that barrier, crossed that line. I don't hate him. If I saw him in the street, wouldn't say anything to him, wouldn't be disrespectful. But at the same time, you wouldn't go around, for me, you wouldn't go having a picture of him. I'm grateful. Thank you for what you've done. But now I'm focusing on Postecoglou, if you know what I mean. It's difficult. It's hard.
Are you going to be, Dad?
I'm a bit 50-50. Like you said, spent 4 days going to a Champions League final. You can go on about the handball all night, can we? But I've got to get to work at 8:30 tomorrow. So, he gave us the best time sometime. I mean, even and I think it's the anniversary today, 6 years, that the Real Madrid game.
Yeah, 6 years today.
Wembley, it turned up when we've torn them. We've torn them a new one. Del Boy was man of the match for me, and you got Isco on that field. You had Ronaldo. I think he got taken off because Del Boy was just ripping them. So you got good memories. But like you said, Harry, I think it's memories that you've put in the back. You say, it was great at the time and good. We all go on different avenues, but I'm still a bit 50-50. But now I've heard what you're going to do, Harry, I might come and join you.
Yes. Sounds good, doesn't it?
Get your point, and that's why we're here, really.
So if you go missing at the game on Monday, I know where you are. You're with
Harry.
I'm
Harry. We're going to have a well, you know what I mean?
We can organise it now.
yeah. I'm a lager.
Yeah.
So Harry, are you feeling as confident as Kyle going into Monday night?
I wish. If I had confidence like that, then my life would be a lot of completely different place. But no, realistically, it's like any other game in the Premier League. It's going to be tough, but it's probably going to be tougher in terms of their. Agree with this comment by Chris. They're going to be a tough opponent. It gives me confidence. This is the best time to play them right now. Whereas Poch is still relatively new to the job. They look good, but they aren't getting the results. They're kind of in that middle transition. And we know at Chelsea, if you don't deliver those results, regardless of the performance, you're gone. So that's the thing that he's going to need time with. I don't know if the new Chelsea board under Bowley will change. But no, I think we'll win the game, but I don't think we're going to blow them away. But I'd love to be proven wrong, so bring it on. I think it'll be a tight game. Do you want my score prediction yet, or do you want me to save it?
Oh, no, go on, give it now. Go on, why not?
Now. I'm going for a 5-goal thriller, actually, because I think there's goals in this. But I'm going to go with 3-2 Tottenham. Because that's what I originally committed to on Part Lane podcast, and I can't change my mind, so I'm going to stick to that. But the only thing, I can't see where Chelsea's goals are, although I've said that, I don't know where the goals are going to come from. They got 2 against Arsenal, but neither of them were, not convincing Chelsea going forward. But no, I think there's Chelsea's defence can easily be exploited. I think it's going to be an interesting game. So to bring it on, I'm more ready than we have. But if you asked me last season, I was probably a bit worried because both of us weren't doing great. But yeah, top of the league, best time to play them at home as well. Because we won every game as far as I know at home so far this season as well. But no, I don't think we'll win 5-0, but I'm all for it if we do.
And Dad, how confident are you feeling going into the big one on Monday?
I could sit here and say I'd like this and I'd like that, but I'm not going to. I just want us to get a good result because, as you know, young Wesley, they're not my favourite team. So yeah, I just hope we're positive. Big Ange sorts it out, which I'm sure he has done. I hope the lads, the players are working hard this week and getting everything right so we can get that South Stand rocking and rolling. That's all I'm going to say on it, really.
Score prediction?
No.
No, come on.
No,
you can't.
I want us to win. I want us to win.
Granted, we all want us to win. We're all Spurs fans here, but do you know what I mean?
3-1.
3-1.
Yeah.
3-1.
I have been on a podcast, Harry, and but that's what I've done on Paddy Power. So,
fair enough. Might as well stick with it. I love it.
So, Harry, I know you gave us a nice 3-2 score prediction. But who's bagging? Who's getting the goals for the Mighty Spurs?
Oh, good question. Something I actually, believe it or not, I haven't actually thought about. I think James Maddison is an excellent player, and we know that he's the man for the big games. So for me, I think Maddison's going to be on the score sheet. So that's one. I think Porro will score as well. So that's the second goal scorer. And the third goal scorer, I think, will be Kulu cutting in. I think he'd be given too much space by the likes of Will and Chelsea's defence. I think a cut in and similar to what he'd done for the winner against Sheffield United. It'd be a bit like that, but I think from the other side. But yeah, I don't care who scores the goals. They don't care their own goals, penalties. I couldn't care less.
Yeah.
Just as long as they go in and we win the game.
Yeah, we know that, Harry, but we've got to get content out, mate. So,
True, very true.
Dad, you've gone 3-1. Who's getting the goals for you?
I'd like Romero to go up there and bash a few of them about and get a header. I'd like to see Porro get one from outside the box. And I'll go for Maddison and all, because he would probably run up to the away supporters and say, not bad, that one. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah, I'll go with them 3.
I am going to go with a 2-1 win for the Mighty Spurs. Sonny is going to get one because he has scored some goals against Chelsea. And an unforgettable one at Wembley. I think David Luiz is still on the halfway line where Sonny left him, as well as Jorginho. And then I also think Brennan Johnson will score. I think from what I've seen of Brennan Johnson, he's been really, really positive for us. Obviously, he was involved in the goal, the second goal on Friday. Really unorthodox header, by the way. But yeah, was involved, and I think he's had a really good impact since coming in at Spurs. Obviously, came with a big price tag as well from Forest and stuff like that. But I think he's settled really, really well, and I would probably quite like him to start. Actually, I think he's offering. She's slightly more of a threat than than Richarlison, especially down that left-hand side. And I know, Harry, you were quite vocal on Richie from the left, as well, as opposed to through the middle. I absolutely agree with you on that. I think Richarlison's best work is off the left-hand side, but I don't think it's with a front three like ours. Like, if you look at his time at Everton, it was off of Calvert-Lewin and kind of stuff like that. And even at Watford, it was sort of, off of a Deeney or an Igalo, like your more traditional number 9s.
Yeah.
Whereas we don't have that at the moment at Spurs. So I think he's finding it really, really difficult, really tough. And I think we're all waiting for him to come good. But then my fear for Richie is that we've had so many other players like that. Is he going to just fall into that
category, that big price tag, and they don't deliver? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. You look at the likes of, obviously, Tongi and Ndombele. You look at Soldado and players like that, and Paulinho. Players that have come with big price tags, big reputations, and like you say, Harry, not really delivered, which is a shame. Chris is going for a 3-1 Spurs win, which is nice. MMD's gone 6-0. Absolute scenes. I don't think many people will be leaving the ground if that was the.
They'll be gone at half time.
Yeah, literally. And Mark Agenbar has gone 4-1. Sonny with 2. Madders 1. And Romero with the other one as well. So some pretty decent score predictions in there. And it seems like, as a fan base, we're really, really confident for the first time in a long time going into one of these big games at the stadium, which is really, really good. But, gents, I believe that is it for us for tonight. I know, we've had so much fun, haven't we?
Yeah.
But
it always goes quick.
Time is of the essence. Time flies when you have fun. But before we go, Harry, can you tell everybody where they can find you doing your thing? Because I know you are doing some amazing work, not only across YouTube, but all of your stuff for autism as well. So tell everybody where they can find you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Wes. It's great to come on, be a Hollie as well. Great channel, great show. It's great to come on. Second time I was on, I think yesterday or the day before, been on this week, so it's really nice to come on again. If you want to follow me, you can there. Harry Scarf 22, football content creator, YouTube also separately an advocate for autism. So you go there and check out my combined work. If you want to subscribe to my channel, you can there. Scarfy Spurs Talk for weekly live podcasts, match previews, match reactions. I also co-host part of them podcasts and a regular on Southview Coys, which I'll be on Friday night. So yeah, thank you very much, Wes. It's been great. I know I always try to remember. It was too many, I promise. So yeah, great. Thank you for having me on.
Right, absolute pleasure, Dad. I'm not going to ask you where people can find you because social media is definitely not your thing. I know that for a fact. Okay, but yeah, obviously big up Hollie as well. Make sure you follow her on the socials. That's Twitter, Instagram, etc. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel as well. Even if she did sub me out last week for Michael Bridge, I was absolutely raging about that as well. But don't worry, tables have turned this week, and I've gone bigger and better people. So Hollie, if you're watching back at any point, this is for you.
Yeah,
okay. If you want to find me doing my thing, Twitter at WesOTurn, the unofficial Dembele fan account, as you all know by now. In most things about the greatest Belgians to ever grace the Premier League. And Instagram at Wezo32. Usually see me at a Spurs game. I go with my dad, by the way, up and down the country. And as we mentioned earlier, we will be in attendance for the game on Monday night. And we will be in the South Stand as well. So if anybody is watching and wants to come and say hello, come and find us at some point. And then I also run my own football coaching business as well in the Milton Keynes area, Deli Alley country, as I like to say. So that is Kickoff Football Academy or Kofa MK across all social media platforms.
Can I just jump in as well, Wes, and say big up to the chat, because there's actually some amazing people in there tonight with some wonderful questions and wonderful comments. So, the show is always really enjoyable and great people listening and great questions. So thank you, guys.
Absolutely. And until next time, come on, you Spurs.
Go on, you Spurs.